Hello, hello, my Astro family. This is Lada from astrolada.com here with the astrologer Krasi, who will lead us through the month of August 2020 using Babylonian sidereal astrology. And she would mention all the 12 signs, tropical and sidereal as well. So there we go. Hi, Krasi. Hello.
Hi, Wada. Hi, everyone. Yes, we'll be looking at the month of August from ancient sidereal point of view. And yes, this is another very interesting month, like the whole year. So a lot is happening on the sky, Wada. I will make a brief overview, and then we'll be looking as usual at the 12 zodiacal signs. We will be naming them from sidereal and also from tropical perspective for those of you who follow the modern Western zodiac. So what is the month starting with? The ancient astrologers did, we're also looking at the lunar month, which is the starting of the month from the appearance of the first lunar crescent. And this happened this month in the heart of the celestial lion. What is this? The brave heart of the lion. So I believe that the whole month will be under the emphasis of brave actions. You will see brave people coming up and stating their positions. There will be so much of a brave human action around that we will be maybe amazed. So this is because what
It has started already
it
because
has started already. Yes,
it's still around the 18th of August. So we're seeing this happening already. We're seeing people speaking up and professionals speaking up as well. And uh, I don't want to say anything because they're taking down accounts for just mentioning anything that deviates from the main story, but people are speaking up. So it's already happened.
absolutely, absolutely. More and more, more and more. Yes,
The lion card gives us this bravery, yes.
the lion heart
Oh,
and the moon is so important. The first appearance of the moon in the heart of the lion is exactly this. Maybe we can use this month to work on our own courage, to fight the fears which the media is so much projecting on us. So this is the month when we can work with our spiritual, with intuitive means, with spiritual activities to fight the fears and really start all over with the brave heart of the lion. This is a very important appearance of the moon in Regulus, the heart of the lion. Another thing which is also beautiful is that Mercury, in the beginning of the lunar month, Mercury showed up as a morning star in his own sign, Gemini. And this is brilliant again for communicating your knowledge, for communication in general. If you have media project, if you want to share your view, if you want to publish your article, this is brilliant, but we need to keep in mind that even though Mercury is so good, powerful, Mars is making a square all the time and Jupiter is making opposition. So it's becoming a very tense T-square, so to say, on the sky, which is on one hand very good because a lot of information will be coming out and it keeps coming out, and then there will be accusations, there will be opposition. So it's difficult even to describe the whole situation, but still people will be brave. They will have knowledge. They will be hungry for knowledge. They will be sharing their view with bravery. So this is what I expect to keep happening in the whole month of August, but also keep in mind that Mars in the meantime is very unpredictable in Pisces, very unpredictable in sidereal Pisces. He is in Aries, right? Tropically.
period. Again, that people are fighting. Mars square Mercury, they are being very vicious with each other. I noticed so many people wrote to me, what's happening? My nervous system is going crazy because Mercury rules the nervous system. Mars is stressing it. and just the collective energy is so tense. It's the collective nervous system is so tense. So it,
Very, very. And Jupiter retro in Martial term section of the zodiacal sign of Sagittarius ruled by Mars is adding up to this square. But actually he's giving this good helping hand, because Jupiter, even a square, an opposition from Jupiter can be a helping hand. This is how what I think. And in general, the ancients describe as Jupiter Mercury opposition as something not very beneficial, but still in this situation, it will be moral values. We are reviewing our moral values due to the retrograde Jupiter, and then truth is coming out. So it's a complex situation. So it's good that we have remain very spiritual, very connected with God. Don't forget to pray, because before I start with the zodiacal signs WADA, just to remind people what I found, again, something brilliant from the master being Sedunu. You know what he's saying? In these times, those that are not awakened, don't awakening and miss the train, the next opportunity will be in more than 1,000 years, minimum 1,000 years.
wow.
So now is the time. Yeah.
So what happens to them, I wonder? I mean, who knows? We might be also some of those, but
No. We are trying to see the truth, to open our souls and hearts to God. So I believe uh, we are on the right path. Not yet there, but we're trying at least, right? So yes, I think this is very important. Yes, the month will not be very peaceful, but will be beautiful in terms of awakening and in terms of working on our courage,
and,
seeing the truth.
part of the line is willpower. If you need willpower for something this month, you will have it. It's this strength, the heart of the lion rules the will. So, what do you think of the full moon, which is in a few days? It's exactly square Uranus. The sun and the moon.
Yes, the full moon. Yes, yeah, yes, but see, it's interesting because it is happening sidereally in Cancer, Capricorn, and yes, it is exactly square in Uranus. The thing is that the moon will be in with Saturn, and Saturn is very visible. He's in a fast cosmic setting. People, you can see Saturn now with Jupiter easily on the sky. Like every evening, I'm watching them. They're just so near, and the moon will be with Saturn. Well, you know how the ancient describes this conjunction as something which creates fears, which can be actually easily, people can be melancholic, can be worried, can be. I believe that this can have such impact, but but when you look at the positive effects of this, can be sudden another wave of awakening, because what is the moon? Our intuition, and Saturn will let us revise this. And to reach your high vibrations, we need to go through some difficulties. So I would rather look at the positive part effects of this. I know it is not very positive though.
Mhm. And Uranus is about shocking things being said and the truth, which is quite uncomfortable. It's square. The square puts you into action, but it takes you out of your comfort zone. So some sudden truths will be coming out that make us, in your personal life or collectively, politically, economically, that is kind of shocking, surprising, and uncomfortable, I think. Yeah.
Also, Saturn is this heavy moral values belief system, which the old, and then Uranus will wake up us to the new. This is also another thing that we need to leave this old and unneeded maybe philosophies, and look really towards, because who is Uranus? In the Babylonian mythology, he's Anu, An, the god of the cosmos. So he's
Mhm.
telling us, look above, connect with your higher self. Anu is one of the prime divinities of Babylon, who was one of the three divinities that created humanity. So it's very powerful divinity. It's the cosmos. It is the ruler of astrology, if you want. So
Mhm.
he's telling us, wake up, forget the old philosophies which you do not need, forget religions. Just think of only one creator.
Mhm. Oh, lovely way to put it. Yeah.
Yes, I believe this is another way to put it. Yes. So shall we start, Awada, with just 1 second, with the 12 ascendants? We will be starting. Excuse me, just to adjust the right. Yeah. So we will be looking at sidereal ascendant Aries or moon in Aries, or if you are following the modern tropical astrology, this will be Taurus or moon in Taurus. So what is happening now is, of course, you are very, oh, excuse me,
I just wanted to mention that Krasi has a 50% discount on her 30-minute reading. We're continuing it because of the hard times, so more people can afford. So, check it out. I'll put the link below if you're interested in a personal reading with Krasi using sidereal Babylonian astrology. And on the 13th of August, she's making a webinar on how to read, how to interpret your natal Babylonian chart like the ancients. It's going to be a few hours. We already have so many people who have signed up. I think many people are excited to see. It will be very practical. It's like a work hands-on with practical examples and life stories and interpretations. So check it out as well. It's Krasi can generate your chart. There is an option as well, the Babylonian ancient chart. So you can see the constellations because each constellation has its own story and so on. I'm very excited about it. 13th of August. Okay, so tropical Taurus, sidereal Aries.
yes, exactly. So what is happening now? The people who have such ascendant or moon in such ascendant are really influenced by the phase of Saturn right now, which will be felt through the month of August, because Saturn is still retrograde and is receiving opposition from the Sun, and also Uranus is taking part on your ascendant. So this is exactly what we said in our overview. It has to do with your awakening. You will be like pushed to go through your awakening. Of course, when Saturn is so active and when he is influencing the Sun and when he is aspecting the ascendant and is on your 10th house, of course, you probably already go through career changes, or you're having some challenges to revise your career place, your expectations. So this is very important. Another thing is that Jupiter, who is retrograde on your 9th house, is letting you revise your belief system, your philosophies, your religion, just everything. And he's aspecting the ascendant. So he will be all the time until November 2020, he will be like your guardian savior for good. Now, your ascendant ruler, the whole month of August, will be on your 12th house, which will make you a bit probably melancholic or desiring to seek self-isolation or to seek um, uh, truth and hidden secrets and things like that. Venus, during the month of August, the whole month of August, will be on your 3rd house, and with this, she can create some desires for high expenditures because she'll be making all the time opposition to Jupiter. But another thing is that Venus on your 3rd house will be supporting a process like communication, desires to study, fixing relationship with siblings. So this is something good, and with her presence in your 3rd house, Venus will be aspecting your descendant. She'll be supporting your love life. So if you have to improve some things there, now is the time. And she will be also aspecting your ascendant for good, to give you some blessing, a feeling of joy. So there are pretty good things happening with you, apart from the fact that you're probably already going through some challenges related to your career. But even though Saturn is capable of making such areas difficult, remember that when he is gone, he always leaves gifts And even though his transit can be difficult, in the end of the day, you realize how good his transit was. So this was just briefly for people with ascendant Aries, sidereal, and tropical Taurus. And now we're looking at ascendant Taurus or moon in Taurus sidereal. And if you're following the modern tropical zodiac, this will be ascendant Gemini. And for you, your ascendant ruler is leaving your ascendant is leaving your ascendant. So Venus, the morning star, will be now joining Mercury, who is visible until the middle of the month. Approximately, it will vary from the different geographical locations. So Mercury around mid-August will become invisible in Cancer, sidereal, but Venus is entering sidereal Gemini to meet Mercury, and actually, this is positive in terms of finances. Will generate expenditures as well because of the presence of Jupiter, but still it's positive. Also, this can create opportunities for you to communicate and fix, improve relationships with family members because the second house is also related to this. Now, um, all the time the sun on your third house will be bringing you also enlightenment, awakening through some possible difficulties because of the phase of Saturn who is making opposition. However, Saturn on your ninth house in his very powerful phase and slow and powerful phase now will keep letting you revising your education, philosophies, religion. So you're also going through a beautiful process of opportunities to be awakened because the information is out there. It's our choice whether we take it or not, whether we learn or not. The first appearance of the moon happened on your fourth house, and this is good. It is good relation in relation to your home, to communication with people, with career at your career place, uh, superiors. So financially, the month looks okay in terms of communication, awakening knowledge as well. And for you in general, be a little bit, how to say, the whole year is not so very appropriate for people who have sidereal ascendant Taurus and descendant Scorpio or moon in Taurus, Scorpio, because some of the eclipses are happening on your axis. So it's better to use them as a portal for your awakening and not so much for doing very important new initiatives. However, financially, the month looks good if you maintain the status quo. And now let's look at ascendant sidereal, ascendant Gemini, or if you're looking at the modern tropical Western zodiac, this would be ascendant Cancer. Or if you do not know the time of birth, at least it will be a moon in sidereal Gemini or moon in Cancer. So your ascendant ruler twice already in the summer, even now, one time in the end of May and now in July, is becoming visible for the first time on your ascendant. This is very interesting for people with ascendant Gemini. Now this month also Mercury became visible on in the sign of Gemini, and this is powerful. This can give you, depends how Mercury is placed in your horoscope, of course, but you're ruled by Mercury. So for sure, this will result in events for you. This can be interesting in terms of news that you may hear or communication opportunities. This can be interesting in terms of ideas or changing your plans, or it will be good and very interesting. It will manifest in Mercurian way, but like I say, depends very much on how Mercury is placed in your horoscope. This visibility of Mercury two times on your ascendant this year is beautiful. The sun will be on your second house. Financially, this is okay, and this is also trined by Mars. So this could be some positive energies for um, ideas related to your career and money making. So this is definitely not bad. Venus, the whole month of August, will bring blessing on your ascendant. Venus in Gemini can be very interesting. She can be a very practical when it comes to creating, to creative knowledge, when it comes to creating beauty in Gemini. And she's a morning star, and Venus in Gemini, which is a diurnal sign, has a fine place, and she has also some dignities there. So you will definitely feel the blessing of Venus during the whole month of August on your ascendant. Now, be a little bit cautious for your health, and let your partner also be a bit cautious for his or her expenditures. Other than that, the month you will be like protected all month from the blessing of Venus, and for sure many things will be happening um, for you. Imagine, even remember, even May probably was also very active. So um, many things will be happening to you in relation to changing your plans, or having communication, Mercury wise, Hermes wise. Okay, so let's see ascendant Cancer, sidereal, or moon in Cancer, or if you're following the modern tropical astrology, this will be ascendant or moon in tropical Western Leo. So what is happening with you is until the middle of the month, the sun is on your ascendant. This is good. The sun will give you these positive energies of just for well-being, good health, because there is nothing as beautiful as the sun is. And then from mid of August until actually until end of August, the sun will be on your second house, and this will be very nice because this will be financially okay for you. Venus this month will be on your 12th house, where she will help you win over enemies, solve conflicting issues, solve health issues. Be cautious, be patient, be loving with your partner, because and with partnerships in general, because Saturn, who will be 2.5 years, already 2.5 years gone, but 2 years to go, Saturn will be on your descendant. Now is particularly powerful. He's always powerful, but now very much. So be very diplomatic. So when there is a conflict arising with your partner, just remember that this is a temporary moment, and that you may need to be really diplomatic and loving and spiritual to solve it fast. Mars on your on your ninth house in Pisces is pretty unpredictable. So this can bring some disturbances in relation to communication with people abroad, studying process. Also keep this in mind and try to remain very balanced, very intuitive also with this. Other than that, the positive features of the month for you will be related to solving health issues, solving conflicts, improving your job everyday environment. This is how I see it for people with ascendant Cancer, sidereal or tropical Leo. So we're looking now at ascendant sidereal, Leo, or moon in Leo, or according to the modern tropical zodiac of the Western astrology, this will be Virgo. So what is happening? Leo is particularly emphasized zodiacal sign this month because the appearance of the first lunar crescent took place in Leo and in the heart of the lion. So you are having all beautiful chances to work on your courage, to work on your consciousness, on your spirituality, to fight melancholy, to fight depression. Beautiful opportunities. This can also be blessing for your well-being, for achieving your goals. I believe this is important. Venus is going to enter the whole month of August, will stay in your 11th house. She's a morning star. She will meet the visible Mercury opportunities for your gains, opportunities for your communication with children. This can also lead to high expenditures too, but also can insert lots of creativity, desires to create, to design. So there will be many beautiful features too, along with the high expenditures which I expect. Also, Saturn is quite powerful in your sixth house. Therefore, be responsible for your health. Avoid conflicts. Avoid conflicting situations with subordinates this month. And yes, be responsible for your health. Your partner should be responsible for his or her health too, because of this very unpredictable presence of Mars. So let's see now people with ascendant sidereal Virgo or moon in Virgo, or if you're following the modern tropical zodiac of the Western astrology, this will be ascendant Libra. So for you, interestingly, as it happened already in end of May, also now end of July, uh, Mercury, your ascendant ruler, became visible on your 10th house in his own kingdom in Gemini. Very, very powerful, extremely powerful, can result in opportunities related to change of your plans, new plans can be announced and can come into your related to your career. Also, be aware that during this visibility of Mercury, Mars is making square, Jupiter is making opposition. So this can make your work career environment a little bit complex. So try to see the best of it, to take the best of this, because this can involve opportunities, change of plans, but you may need to remain very diplomatic and very intuitive, because the opposition of Jupiter and the square of Mars can make the situation pretty unpredictable. This is important. Other than that, Mars is on your 7th house, also quite unpredictable, and will be there until end of the month. So be very diplomatic, patient, loving with your partner, and careful when it comes to partnerships in general. For the whole month of August, Venus is entering your 10th house. This will be blessing. So at one point, just any moment now, in 2-3 days, beginning of August, she's entering your 10th house, and she will be the helping hand to soften the complex career environment, which actually can turn into something very good. Other than that, yes, Saturn is on your 5th house, even though he's very powerful. And well placed, of course, in Capricorn, because this is his own kingdom. Be responsible a little bit with children. Be careful how you communicate with children, and channel these energies of Saturn more into creative studies, for example, or studies of the ancient world, things like that. So let's look now at sidereal ascendant Libra or moon in Libra, or for the people that are following the modern tropical Western zodiac, this will be Scorpio. Now for you, your ascendant ruler is entering your 9th house, from where she will be having in Gemini her own specific dignities. She'll be powerful and very creative there. She will meet Mercury, who is visible, and they will be trine in your ascendant. So this is brilliant in terms of communication with people abroad, possible travel, possible studies, changing of your interest towards something on another level, for example. Also, be a little bit cautious though. So there will be many beautiful things, but also Jupiter on your 3rd house will be making opposition with Mars from your 6th house. So be careful, whatever you review, whichever information you receive, read it very well, because you can easily become a bit victim of accusations, for example, or conflict due to Mars, who is squaring from your 6th house the whole situation. Now, I believe that you will remain on the safe side due to the soft influences of Venus, but still keep in mind to be cautious, to be responsible for your health, and to stay away from all kinds of conflicting situations. Also, Saturn very strong in your fourth house, making opposition to the sun in your 10th house, which is your career place, would say that you may also need to remain very diplomatic when it comes to career and also home and also communication with parents. So you will be having the blessing and say helping hand of Venus, but still remain diplomatic when it comes to routine, everyday environment, subordinates, and also communication with superiors at work. And now we'll be looking at ascendant sidereal Scorpio or moon in Scorpio, or if you're following the modern tropical zodiac, this will be Sagittarius. Oops. Yes. Now, Mars, who is your ascendant ruler, will be all the time in August in sidereal Pisces, in Aries otherwise, and he will be trining your ascendant. So for you, Mars is not bad. And since you all have the depth of typical for people with ascendant Scorpio, I believe that these complex martial energies are not surprising for you. However, still Jupiter retrograde on your second house receives oppositions from Mercury, square from Mars. This is still a little bit complex. Can be fine when it comes to information, seeking of secrets, occultistic secrets. Could be interesting for the finances of yourself and the finances of your partner, but still you may need to involve lots of intuition and diplomacy in order to be able to organize well your finances, because this is still a little bit of a heavy and not very predictable square which is happening involving your ascendant ruler Mars. So try to remain very spiritual, connected as much as possible with the spirit world, with your higher self, and use your intuition when involving finances at your career place, communication with children, because all this is involved. Venus will be on your 8th house. This will be fine for the finances probably of your partner, also for your partner, for your finances too. The sun on the 9th house is positive when it comes to communication with people abroad, when it comes to studies, also revising your old philosophical and belief system. The period may be not very appropriate um, for traveling or for new initiatives, and this is very almost the whole year 2020 for you, because on the axis of sidereal Scorpio, Taurus, some of the eclipses are taking place. So to do your routine, to maintain your finances and your job is better than starting important new initiatives. You may do this next year when these influences are over. And now let's look at sidereal ascendant Sagittarius, or moon in Sagittarius, or tropical Capricorn. Now your zodiacal sign is very interesting, continues to be interesting. Lots of things are happening because Jupiter is still retrograde, but still very visible. He is like almost as shiny as Venus is. He is with Pluto, both retrograde. While Mercury is making opposition became for the first time visible on your descendant, what is this saying? A lot is happening. Your home is involved because Mars is squaring from your fourth house. So you may need to be very balanced, very spiritual, very diplomatic, very intuitive when it comes to communication, not only with your romantic partner, but with people at home, also with your superiors at work. This square is involving almost every area of your life, like also your finances. Saturn is now very powerful on your second house. He is probably completely revising the way you're making money, how you are sparing, how you are spending. Probably you are going to revise all this. It is not bad, because even though Saturn is so powerful, and even though he's not an easy planet at all, actually, in the end of the day, we are always thankful after his transits. Venus will be visible, will be entering the whole month of August. She will stay on your descendant, and this way she will be very positive, and she'll be giving a helping hand to your romantic life, to your relationships, to your agreements. So this is also very important. But because the eclipses this year are happening, there are 6, too many, and are happening on the axis of Scorpio, Taurus, sidereal, and Sagittarius, Gemini. People with these important axes probably should be a bit patient when starting important new initiatives. Better to postpone for the next year. Now it's good to maintain the status quo and to benefit from the spiritual awakening which is taking place for them. Yes, this is important. Okay. Now we will be looking at people with ascendant sidereal Capricorn, or moon in Capricorn, or this will be tropical Aquarius. Now Saturn, very, very powerful in a specific phase, very near Earth, retrograde, is on your ascendant. He is for long on your ascendant, but now is particularly slow and powerful. Probably you experience his influences through maybe most of the activities in your life you feel to be a bit slower. Maybe you feel that you need to revise your belief system, your plans. All this is happening now. Maybe you're looking back and you are going through major revision, replanning, planning your knowledge. Maybe this is totally changing and shifting the way you see the reality. You know, this is very positive. Maybe you are feeling that you are awakening to amazing new level of consciousness. This is also beautiful. Venus will be on your sixth house the whole month of August, where she'll be helping you in terms of health, improving your health, improving relationships with the people that you are sharing your environment with. She will help you to win over enemies, let's say. Also, Mars on your third house is a little bit tricky, because he makes this area not very easy, a bit unpredictable. It's like communication with siblings can now be a bit difficult. Your plans to travel can also go through certain disharmonies. These two. In any case, when you need to travel, prepare everything very well to avoid difficulties. Venus will be making aspects in Jupiter. They will give the helping hand, but still revise, plan everything very well. Other than that, the beautiful things are that Venus is helping you to revise and fix health issues that you have to fix, or improve relationships with colleagues, and yes, this as well. And now we'll be looking at ascendant sidereal Aquarius, or moon in Aquarius. What is this? Or if you're following the modern tropical Western astrology, this will be ascendant Pisces or moon in Pisces. Now for you, through the whole period of 2.5 years transit of Saturn, he will be on your 12th house. This is your ascendant ruler. And this is actually very interesting. And he's especially powerful now on your 12th house. And Saturn, when he's entering his own kingdom, this place is going through revision, and this is your 12th house. This can make you feel like going into self-isolation, revising your spiritual experiences, secret knowledge, empathy, how you're approaching and helping others, relation with enemies, hidden enemies. This can help you solve and win over hidden enemies. This can help you find cure for diseases, for example. This can bring you in a status of melancholy as well. Therefore, you may need to remain very, very spiritual, very, very connected with your higher self. Welcoming the sun if you want to be brilliant. In this very moment, you are the influence of the first lunar crescent who appeared this month in your seventh house. And this is very nice. Emphasis on courage, but related to relationship with your partner, with partners as well. So this can be very good, can bring some interesting like sewing relationship with partner for good. On the other hand, Venus will be all the time during August in your fifth house where Mercury became visible. This can help your love life. This can help your communication with children, can help you find a path through creativity, creating beauty, design, finding studies which do not follow under the frames of the matrix, creative studies. This can also be reason for good incomes, but also high expenditures. However, when you make decisions related to finances, Mars can be reason behind disturbances. Therefore, use your intuition, calm down, and make the right decisions. But Venus in the fifth house will be very much of a helping hand and will support your creativity, love for beauty, relationship with children, love life. Of course, it depends how Venus is placed in your natal chart and what her meaning is in your natal chart. And now we're looking at the last sign, which is Pisces sidereal or moon in Pisces, or this would be tropical Aries. Now your ascendant ruler appeared for the first time on your sixth house. This is very interesting. This is positive, can lead to courageous action in solving conflicts, fixing relationship with colleagues, for example, or people that you are sharing your routine, everyday life with. Um, Mercury and Venus will be on your fourth house. Venus will stay there through the whole month of August. This can be supportive in terms of communication with superiors, fixing problems at home and also at your career place with your superiors. In the meantime, Saturn will be very, very powerful and reshaping your 11th house of your gains, of your plans, of your friendships. Now he's particularly strong, so could be that this month you revise all your friendships or your plans, how you perceive also your social circle. All this can go through revision. On the other hand, Mars, very unpredictable, will be transiting during August on your ascendant. Therefore, stay away from difficult, risky situations. Don't get involved in any conflicts. When you will be traveling, better check the astrological calendar and see if the timing is appropriate for you. Lada has such calendar on her website. So this you can easily do to predict your to plan well your travels, your communication, and everything. Other than that, you're having the helping hand of Venus and Mercury on your fourth house. They're supporting your home, your career, but still, the situation is such that the major square on the sky pretty much may involve almost every area of your life. Therefore, remain very spiritual, very positive, because also all this will lead to a very beautiful change in the end. So plan very well your travel and stay away from any risky situations during the whole month. Wada.
Thank you so much, Krasi. No, in one breath, all the 12 signs. Well done.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, thank you, Wada.
And looking forward to see what the month brings, and looking forward to the webinar that you're making. I'm very excited about it on the 12th of August. It's 30% off till the 13th, sorry, of August.
Mhm.
And yeah, have a great August, everyone, even though it's a bit tense. uh, okay.
Yes, yes. Okay. Thank you, Wada. Thank you, everyone. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye.